Hello everyone, welcome to this week's coin news video from the Purple Penny, live here from our shop in Mawson Lakes. Hopefully this week the interwebs cooperates with us and we're able to keep streaming today. We had a few problems last week, but I'm sure today will be better. What's been going on this week in the shop? I unfortunately had to attend a funeral yesterday, which meant I wasn't here for half the day yesterday, which is why we didn't have a video yesterday. Otherwise, we've been busy dispensing all of the new RAM releases from the last week or so. Of course, last week we had the Air Force sets and the Star Dreaming coin, Besem the Shark in the Stars. The last of those have left the building. And then on 12 AM yesterday, we of course had the release of the coloured Rotary dollar. I did a little video on that yesterday in the few minutes that I had available to come out here into the back office. And then just earlier today, we got an email from the Mint regarding next month's releases. So the coin release train never stops. I'll just say a few hellos here. Hello Greg, hello Alex, Matthew, Chris from Melbourne, g'day Paul and Val and Clay, Ogie and Faye. Hello everyone, thank you for joining in. We had a bit of I had planned to do something today, but then someone came in yesterday and asked a very good question, and we have decided that we would just do what they call in the game a bit of a pivot and talk about something else today, which hopefully you'll find a bit interesting. I thought it was interesting, and Catherine and I had a good time talking about it yesterday afternoon when I'd come up with the idea. Hello John and Jason and Josh, welcome, thanks for joining in. So let's have a look. Hello Valda, it's good to see you here. Let's have a look at the news for the week, shall we? So of course the Rotary coin shipped yesterday. All of our online orders have been mailed out. Catherine managed to get all those out yesterday. I think we've got 2 left in the shop now if anyone wants to walk in here and get them. I did see with some, well, no surprise, but you know, some dismay yesterday, people trying to sell them for double what they'd paid for them. And of course they're still available from the Mint at release price, and I'm sure lots of dealers still have them at release price. And I've got to say that as far as a product release goes, this one has been not fantastic. The Rotary coin, I believe, was hit with production problems with the colour of the Rotary symbol on the reverse of the coin, and as such it was delayed from the first week in February until now. And unlike usual situation, most dealers had their stock several weeks early, and a lot of them didn't necessarily understand the requirements under the RAM's release schedule, and as such they've been available for sale at various outlets around Australia, and certainly some here in Adelaide, because we had people coming in here confused about why we weren't selling them yet. Anyway, it's a nice looking coin, and if you can afford to get one that interests you, then do get one. It's 40,000 mintage, and I like the design. And you know, I guess the Rotary is a good organisation, and if you wanted to support them, then it might be worth buying one of those. Hello Sonia, hello Neil from Whyalla. I spent a couple of years working in Whyalla. And hello Aaron, how are you? The Besem the Shark secondary market has dropped right away. I believe they were getting a bit over $200 for a few days, and I've seen them selling for about $120 in the last couple of days. As always, I always counsel waiting if you don't manage to get one at release price, waiting, and usually the price will drop back within a week or two of the initial release. Don't get caught up in that hype. Those people that are immediately flipping them are doing it, you know, for obvious reasons, and you know, don't support those people if you can avoid it. Now, this week, the 2021 proof sets and mint sets went out of stock on the RAM Mint site, and I've seen all sorts of conspiracy theories about why that might be the case. As far as we know, it's just because they don't have any and they're just making more. It's nothing to do with intellectual property issues or royalty issues or anything like that. They just don't have any and they're making more. We have a number on back order and we will get more. We still have some available on our website and here in the shop. Don't panic about buying those, they will appear. The next item, which was a new item, we came into an email this morning from the Mint for the releases for April, and we'll cover those in the next slide. So let's take a look at those. So there's the line listings for April. Here we've got our first roll of the year. It's the 2021 Indigenous Service $2 coin. It's a coloured coin. I believe it's going into circulation. As usual, these rolls are only available through dealers, and the release price there is $99.95. Other than that, I can't say anything else. That coin is coming out with a C mint mark in a fold of $15, similar to the other $2 coins that have come out. I believe it's going to be a circulating coin. Typically coins that appear in rolls end up circulating, so I believe it's going to be a circulating coin. And then the last item there is a $5 bimetallic coin for the Paralympic team. Very, very, very small allocation of those available to wholesale. I suspect most of them are probably going overseas. So if you want one of those, good luck. We'll certainly, I think, try to get one or two. I doubt whether we'll manage to get more than that. So if you do want one of those, I would be putting your feelers out to try and get on an interest list as soon as you can. That's all I really know about the new releases. Well, no, that's not true. We know more, but we're not allowed to share that information. If anyone has any questions, of course, you're welcome to ask them of us during the day or on Facebook, or give us a call, but we have to be careful about what we say. I'm sure they're going to be popular. Military and coloured $2 coins tend to be popular things. So if you are interested in those releases, especially the rolls, will probably prove a little bit hard to get. The C mint marks will probably not be. I believe that the mintage of those will make them pretty readily available. Right, so something a bit different today. This came from Al, who comes in here regularly, and he asked a question of a couple of other coin dealers in Adelaide, and they sent him in here to ask the question, which was, how do you get a 2016 1 and 2 cent piece? And the answer is that you get a 2016 Income the Dollars set, which is a bit of an unusual set that the Mint put out in 2016. Income the Dollars, Income the Cents. It's a uncirculated set, but in a proof box, and it includes a 1 and 2 cent piece in there in capsules. Now, it also includes a 80% silver round 50 cent piece, so it's a replica set of the 1966 sets, and 10,000 minted if you want a 1 and 2 cent piece from 2016, or a round 50 cent piece from 2016. That's the only way that you can get it. Those of you that are out there that have been collecting for a little while would know that the 1 and 2 cent piece was discontinued as a circulation coin in 1991, and that was the last year that they appeared regularly in proof and mint sets. But of course, they've appeared a few times since then. So if you want a complete... Oh, there's Alan. Alan's watching now. Alan, you just saw the set. The 1 and 2 cent coin appeared after 1991 in a few different forms. Now, the first time that we could think of that it appeared was in 2006 in the mint and proof set. We don't have a mint set, probably because Alan's bought them all. But here's a proof set, and you can see it's got a 2006 1 and 2 cent coin in there. So that's the first place that you can look for your 1 and 2 cent pieces after 1991. The second release after 1991 that we could think of was in 2010. Now, 2010, there was a very special set released. It's called the 2010 Decimal Heritage Set. It was shipped in a large wooden and glass case. I believe there was only 1,500 minted. It had a high release price. I believe it was $400 or $500. And those sets now sell on the secondary market for well over $2,000 and probably over $3,000. They actually include some of the lowest mintage decimal coins that you can get. Being only 1,500 made, that's the mintage of a lot of the coins. So I'm going to try something different today, and I'm going to take this camera off of the top of the computer and take it over here and show you one of these sets. So we'll see how we go with this. So this is the set here. And if we go from left to right, we can see it includes a set of decimal coins from 1 cent through to the 50 cent over there, and it also includes these plaster patterns from the design process of the original decimal coins. So if we just move along there, you can see what they look like, and there's the decimal coins in capsules in the middle, and a certificate down the end there. So these decimal heritage sets, and I'll just give you an idea of how big this is by putting my hand on it. You can see that this set is it's quite large. It weighs about 20 kilos, and they are incredibly hard to find, very difficult things to find, and as such they do command a premium price. So that's after 1991. We've got the 2006 mint set, the 2010 decimal heritage set that you saw back there. 2016, Alan, I know that you're watching. Yeah, small hands. 2016, we've got In Come the Dollars and In Come the Cents set there. And then in 2017, there was a 1 cent piece that you could get. And I'm not sure if this doesn't quite run in real time, which is always disappointing to me. It's always a few minutes behind, but I'm sure lots of people out there can think about what form the 2017 1 cent came in, and it was of course the Possum Magic set, okay, which came with the 1 cent piece up here, and then the collector $1 and $2 coins in there. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what's going on. So as far as Catherine and I could work out, that is all the sources that you needed to complete your bronze 1 and 2 cent collection. Obviously, you know, the 2006 mint set, $40. 2010 heritage set, $2,000 or $3,000. In Come the Dollars and Cents set, probably about $100 to $150, and those Possum Magic sets about $20. So if you're really keen on finishing your 1 or 2 cent set, you've got to get yourself one of those decimal heritage sets and be prepared to pay for it. That's how you can complete that set. Just to sort of finish off, I wanted to show you this, because this is, I will, Mr. Squiggle 1 cent. Did Mr. Squiggle have a 1 cent, Mick? So Mick Locker's just said Mr. Squiggle's got a 1 cent. Ah, so did Neil. Aha, we've missed one. So Possum Magic 1 cent. Mr. Squiggle has a 1 cent too. There you go. Thanks, fellas, for completing that for me. We've got tons of them in the next room, but I can't go out and get one. I will freely admit that I don't buy... mint product doesn't fit in my collecting interests. I have very specific interests, and mint product isn't one of those. But every now and again, I do buy something, and I think this is probably about the last mint thing that I bought, and it's this Perth Mint giant 1 and 2 cent set. They've got 1 ounce. It's a 1 ounce silver representation of the 1 and 2 cent piece. Exact representation. If I could get them out. Here we go. We'll get the 1 cent out. There it is there. with that portrait on the side. And I actually bought this set and had them both graded because I think they're a complete spin out to see a 1 and 2 cent piece in 1 ounce silver with a sort of a perfect representation of the 1 and 2 cent piece. And of course, the mint, Perth Mint made 1 and 2 cent pieces, so they're quite within their rights to restrike these. So I think they're great things. And if you haven't seen one, what the box looks like, the box looks like that. Okay, so that's 1 and 2 cent pieces. So what's Aaron saying? Aaron's saying the Devlin 2 cent, the Devlin Kangaroo 2 cent. I don't know what that is. Is that struck in bronze? Is it a pattern? Is it some sort of fantasy? Because of course the Perth Mint made a series of coins that were representations of unstruck 1966 designs, and I don't know if they count. I was trying to just keep with bronze standard design 1 and 2 cent pieces here. So alright Aaron, well I will have a look for what that is afterwards, and when we finish up with the video here I'll post a picture of that coin and the Mr. Squiggle 1 cent piece in the comments on this thread, because it's been a very interesting topic for me, and it's good to know that Catherine and I don't know everything and we missed out some stuff. So I hope everyone enjoyed that little bit of trivia today. And again, I'd like to thank Alan for asking the question yesterday when he was in, and he suggested that we talk about the 1 and 2 cent pieces today, and it's been a fun topic. I don't know if anyone has any more questions. So James, we've got here, Neil Paul is saying that the Devlin 2 cent piece was an unstruck design, and Glenn Warren is saying that it's a RAM product, and James Swan is saying it's a 2017 release, and Matt is agreeing with that it's a special release in 2017 on a card. So I'll have to have a look at that. I don't know that we've ever seen one of those in here. Of course, we weren't RAM dealers back then, so we didn't see any of that stuff. If anyone has any more questions, please, you've got 30 seconds to ask them, and if you don't, I'm going to wind it up today. I'm super pleased that the technology has cooperated and we've managed to be live the whole day. Oh, what is this release? The Perth Mint one. This is the Perth Mint anniversary of decimal currency, 2016. 2 silver 1 ounce coins, a representation of the 1 and 2 cent piece in 999 silver. So there you go. I hope everyone's enjoyed that. Thank you so much everyone for the interaction. That's what makes these easy. I enjoy doing these videos. Last week when I couldn't do it live, I felt like I was talking to myself, and as such it didn't last very long. So I'll just say thank you to everyone for taking part. Glenn wants more tailors. Alright Glenn, we'll get up another tailor in the next week or two. We've got some more to share with you, so we'll get some more tailors up. And again, thank you everyone for taking part, and have a great week and a great weekend. Happy collecting. If you've got any questions, anything you'd like brought up, please send us a message and we will try and cover it for you. Alright. Thank you Neil, thank you Kim, hello Paul, welcome. Sorry I'm finished mate, you'll have to watch the replay. And Leah, no problems. Thank you everyone, bye for now.